Alright, market's just opened, and in typical fashion we lose our first trade of the day. Yeah, as soon as we get back onto the north side of that entry line, we never really look like getting back down there. So the market's gapped up. We were looking for that gap fill, but it's obviously not gonna happen. Yeah, that's what it is. We get stopped out of this one. I would say we're pretty used to. I was sort of hovering over that close position, but a bit unwilling to press it. So it's probably something I do need to improve on.
Just caught a nice long here. We took here just as we broke above this previous candle's high on the 5-minute chart. It sort of averaged us out a little bit. But yeah, we were aiming for the opening range low here, previous day's opening range low. We obviously were moving our stops up a little bit, but yeah, that was a good trade, can't argue with that one. Back to almost break even on the day. So, whatever is what.
Right, this is another one of them. Don't really know what I'm looking at here. I don't really know what I'm looking at. I think I was looking at a few different time frames that were sort of giving me different ideas. So yeah, but yeah, needless to say that this is another one where we get stopped out of. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know what I was doing there. And again, like here, it's, you just get out of it. It's obviously not going. I think that's something that I've definitely do need to improve on, sort of recognising when a trade's not going our way and just getting out of it. And we can salvage a lot of points off of doing that. So, yeah.
Right, thought I would address this nonsense here now. So we were about $160 away from passing an eval. We've now decreased our account balance by half, or what we were up by, we've decreased it by half. We're currently 500 plus quid down on the day. Just disgraceful, upsetting, really upset with myself. Got stopped out twice. Where's the fucking thing? Here, taking longs for it to just go up. Did it twice, lost twice, got angry, started messing around here. I don't think I took a single good trade here. I don't think any of them were good trades. Yeah, so what was almost a past eval is now just closer to being blown than past, actually. Gone from having like 160 quid to pass to having 700 and something, it's just. And the upsetting thing is, I think about it and it's just like, there's no fucking way that I'm making that back tomorrow. It's just not gonna happen. Because I can guarantee that, as usual, the first trade I take is going to be a losing trade. And then you're going to end up on tilt and blow the fucking account. Guaranteed. So, yeah, I don't know. Don't really know what to do. Just fucking pissed off. I only got myself to blame. Like, yeah. Whatever. Coming off the back of yesterday, some not very nice trades when the market opened in the evening, just me messing about. So we've taken 2 trades. We've got our account up again nicely, thank God. So we took a short here, just a little short, coming out of this area of supply on the 5-minute chart. Got out of it really at the right time. We then sort of make a double bottom here. So we took a long. Took a nice long. Then we got about 15 points out of that one, which isn't too bad. And yeah, so yeah, it's still down about 100 quid, but I can live with that.
Right, so the market here now is moving in a big old range and has been doing for a good long while. This is the 5-minute chart, so it's not even like it's the 1-minute chart or the 2-minute chart or anything. It's a 5-minute chart and it has been topping out right up there every time, multiple times. I think it was like 4 or 5 double tops and double bottoms. It is just cannot break this range whatsoever. EMAs on the 5-minute chart are still in a downtrend, so shorts are, fair. And we're right back at the top of that range. So I didn't, I didn't have a stop loss set. The idea was I'd just cut it loose if it was getting a bit too out of hand. I think if we'd have broke back above that, the top of this little bit, this high here, I would have taken it off, especially if we started moving away from the EMAs. We ended up adding into it, so because we were already down on the account, so it wasn't like we were going on tilt or anything, not technically, but we were just quite happy to let this one ride, keep adding into it a little bit. I think I added into it twice. But yeah, it was a good one, and it took its time. It didn't go immediately, and as it were, we could have, we could have put our stops right down at the bottom of the range. Could quite easily have done that, but we didn't. We put it halfway just in case, just in case it decided it didn't actually want to go. But we did have a little bit of money to be making back here with this one, so that was kind of the idea. That was the plan. We were trying to just make back some of the losses from the day. As you can see, it did work out nicely. So yeah, I'm happy with that.